Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
This little guy's Popeye behind the box. And we're the RC Sailors. Look at this. We have got a big drone. It's actually not that big of a drone, just a big box. Online I thought this didn't look that huge. And then it shows up in the box. And I thought, wow, that's a big drone. But it's really just a 350 size drone here. About the size of a Phantom or the XKX 350. It's actually about the same size as that. The good news is they included the props, they're already installed in the box with this, so that saves you some work and some time.
Another reason the box is so big.
Yes. This, believe it or not, is a 5.8 gigahertz FPV altitude hold drone. It all feels pretty cheap, honestly. Just in yesterday's video, I was telling you guys, you can tell when something feels like it's made well, or they cut some corners to get the cost down. This one feels like something they've cut the corners on to get the cost down.
Popeye's not happy about it.
Feels light. That's the back of the drone. You guys, this is the front of the drone. We've got our camera. It is motorized. It's actually a servo to get that to tilt up and down. It's not a gimbal or anything. Here's our charger with the European plug just through the balance port. Our battery has the banana plug on it. It's a 2-cell LiPo at 2,000 milliamps. We do get landing gear in here that we're gonna have to put on because of the camera.
Huge.
They are huge, yeah. Look at that.
Jeez, it seems like overkill.
They're big landing gear. It's gonna take me a while to screw those on there. We have a little USB charger that goes with our monitor. We have our 5.8 gigahertz standalone monitor. That's what's causing the price of this to go up. Unfortunately, this is kind of hard to pop open, so I have to wedge my knife in here to pop that open. It's very tight, but I tried to examine this before our video quite a bit. There's no channel switch or anything on here. There's no little dip switches or anything, so it's just assigned to whatever channel the drone and camera are transmitting on, which is odd. We have 4 spare props. I think 4? No, just 2. Just 2 spare props. And phone mount holder. Well, in this case, it's going to be the mount for this, and prop guards. The knife is not included, that's mine. So it's brushed motors, it's geared, it's about $110. We'll have it linked in the description box below. This is really just a...
Popeye, no one wants to look at your butt.
He just wants to chase the drone. This is one of the most budget Phantom style drones I've ever seen that operates on 5.8 gigahertz. That's what we're looking at. Let's see if it's worth about $100 or maybe it's a total pass. I don't know. Let's fly it. All right, Popeye's excited. We're ready to go. Here's the transmitter setup.
Cool. Nice, 5.8 gigahertz.
And it's looking good. And we do have an indicator on screen telling us that we're recording. I can tilt the camera up and down very easily. I can press and hold this button or just incremental.
That's great.
Like that. And the motor start is odd. It's down and to the left. And hold it there for a second to start the motors and then just press the auto takeoff button.
And are we filming?
We are filming.
Yay.
And the camera quality looks surprisingly pretty good. I'm gonna get a little lower for Popeye so we can have some fun.
Just did my settings.
Oh, sorry. We gotta get little pops there. You know, on my screen, the camera quality looks really good. Actually, I hope it's coming across that way as it's recorded, if it recorded properly. This looks, look at this, Abby. Doesn't that look really good?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really hard to find a 5.8 gigahertz toy grade drone.
With a good camera.
The good camera, yeah.
Look at that.
It's almost impossible.
I got us right in frame. There's no delay because it's 5.8. There's a little Popeye. Oh, he's marking a little shrub. And there's us. Like I've got us right on.
We'll take it up before the sun goes down.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the sunset back there.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that's gonna look. It's kind of brighter, right? Oh, there's a little sun glare.
Angle your camera up a little bit.
Up, you see?
Yeah.
That's this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at that. Lion King.
Look at the person that knows how a camera on auto works.
That is cool. Look, we can even see our props. Yeah.
Does look cool. Looks like the savannah.
That's awesome. And we're doing that with a $100 drone here. And look, we can angle down. And there's us. And there's Popeye running out. Like, this is good. There's no static on my screen. Why is this good? I don't want this to be good. Come on.
Why don't you want it to be good?
Because not everything can be good, right? I mean, something has to be bad.
That's a good thing.
This is good. I've even got like lens flare. This is awesome. Come on. The worst thing about this is that it's brushed motors. They're geared. It's big, but it's the size of a Phantom and it's cruising around really well. The altitude hold is exceptional.
I wonder how long the battery will last.
We're gonna find out. I have telemetry on screen. I don't know if that's for the drone, the battery, or if that's for our monitor. Tiny bit of little tiny jumps of static, but I was expecting that to be.
That battery is probably for the monitor if it's just one.
But I do have a signal strength indicator on that screen.
That's good.
I am just cruising around because I'm enjoying flying this FPV. I want to show you guys that I'm actually flying an FPV.
Well, you know, the drone's over there, so bring the drone over. You're not flying FPV.
I lost the signal when I turned around.
Don't lose the drone.
When I put my back to it, I don't have as good of a signal strength.
It's because you're so wide.
See, there we go.
Still not in my shot.
Well, I'm working on it. It's coming back. Let's increase the rates if I can.
Rate increase? Well, nope.
That's what it looks like.
Uh-oh. Headless mode. Nathan, bring it back!
I'm working on it.
Find the rates. Oh my goodness.
It's coming.
So we always do our drone videos as our right out of the box experience because you're gonna have a similar experience right out of the box too. First impressions are, you know, they mean a lot. First impressions do, and that's why we always do out of the box drone reviews and flights and everything, because that's how you're gonna get this. It's gonna ship to your home, and this is the experience you're gonna have.
That's right. I bumped headless mode thinking it could be rates. It was not.
And it's really hard when not everything is labeled. Well, they did a pretty good job of labeling it,
but the one was a
not
star.
Great. Yeah, what does star mean?
Headless mode.
Now we know.
And this is a flip button. You know, it's okay. But I don't see rates on here at all. There's no buttons on the back. There's nothing that could be rates.
You don't think like pressing and holding something would be?
Could be. That's why it's flying back so slow. It's in the lowest rate.
Well, here, we'll just switch over to drone footage. Come walk with me.
All right, okay. Yeah, drone footage is good enough. Everyone can watch that for a second.
As long as it saves. Let me make sure.
Cruising around.
Look at the controls.
I'm going to hold that headless mode now that I'm back closer and safer.
Okay. Rates.
Ah, okay, so
it's throttle trim button. Yeah.
Throttle trim is rates. See, that's
up and down.
That's teamwork at its finest right there. Now we can cruise with the wind, no problem.
Would have just been easier if they would have put a bumper button.
Let's see if I raise my camera up.
I hate when they make trim buttons instead of
Look at that.
trim.
I can raise the camera up so much that even on this severe tilt, I'm actually aiming up almost too high.
Do you see the props?
No, maybe a little prop wash, but that's about it. Huh. This is really fun. I'm surprised. Do you want to fly this?
No, you're doing a great job.
Really? Yeah. Okay, all right, just making sure, because this is a good drone.
I like filming it right now. It looks pretty in the sky. I'm enjoying filming.
Well, look at that pink sky back there. Yeah. That is cool. I think I saw Popeye. Look, there's a crane over there. Like, this is a totally usable signal.
We need to do more evening time videos. They're my favorite.
There's just 1 and 2 rates. That's it. 1 and 2. Throttle trim is your rates, and I just give it a little bit of, I'm having to give it a tiny touch of throttle when I am pitched forward, not right here, but when I go on a curve, I give it a little bit more throttle to keep the altitude. I don't want to say I like this so much, but I do. I really do. Like $110.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
That is not bad. No GPS though.
No.
0 GPS.
Just
no, it has the return to home buttons though. Do you want to try them? I think you should try them.
It's that headless mode button.
No, there is a return to home button. Or maybe it's just
No,
an
that's just
auto land.
No.
Okay.
I'll hold the headless mode button when I get a little closer, just so I don't want to completely lose that
No
again.
one wants to see headless mode. Trust me.
No, let's
It
just.
doesn't
I'm gonna
work.
hold.
It's dumb.
Nah. Well, it actually does work on this. I'm doing full rotation and pulling toward me.
I hate
It's working. Headless mode works just fine. But the reason that it threw me off is because I was losing my signal with FPV. It was a little too far out, and I couldn't tell which way, am I in headless mode or not? I couldn't see if it was getting farther or closer because I was in rate 1 and it was moving really slow.
So maybe the main issue with this drone is just that the FPV signal is not as strong and will not go as far as something more hobby grade.
Nah, like the edge of our field is about as far as I'd want to fly this.
Right, definitely never lose line of sight.
I'm starting to get staticky around here.
Yeah.
That's about the corner. But you know what? I don't want to fly any farther than that.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that has to say, I flew my drone 10 miles away and put people in severe danger of possibly sending them to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah, you never want to push your FPV signal, because then that means you might be out of range from your transmitter and your drone could fall out of the sky.
Yes, it could. Or just get a mind of its own. We've seen tons of GPS drones get a mind of their own and just fly in a random direction. You never know when there's going to be
a GPS drone. This isn't even a GPS drone.
Right.
I'm really happy with the 5.8 gigahertz.
This is awesome. It looks really good. Now I know I could tilt it up a
I'm
little
also really
more.
happy with how it looks with the sky.
I'm cruising and adjusting my camera angle at the same time.
I lost you at that tree. There you go.
Yeah. This is fun. I'm just really enjoying this. There's a flip button. I should probably try that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this little guy does
Little
flips.
guy.
I know.
Big guy.
Flip button. Maybe I have to hold it.
No.
Maybe it won't flip with the camera on.
That would be dumb.
It has a flip button.
Too much weight. That is too much weight to flip. No
Well,
way.
I think without the camera, it would do the flips.
Maybe.
Because there are a lot of drones that when the camera's plugged in, it won't let you do a flip. So.
And the camera was nice on this one because he had to screw the landing gear on, but the camera just slid in place and snapped.
My filming indicator is not there anymore. I don't know when that stopped.
Well, the lights are blinking too.
Okay, so we must have a low battery now, and maybe it automatically turned off.
Did it let you film again?
No, it did not. So I would say it automatically turns the camera off when the battery's getting low. So for safety's sake, I'm gonna land this on the picnic table.
Is that green lights on the back, blue on the front?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looks so good.
It looks really good. I'm landing this on the picnic table to hopefully keep it away from Popeye. If not, I might have to catch this. I think I'm gonna have to catch it.
Or just catch the dog. Is it idling? Hit the auto land button. It's because he didn't land it on the ground and he only had one thumb and he couldn't turn the motors off.
I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just like totally admiring the camera quality. It looks so good.
Popeye's admiring it too.
I want to try to get a shot of that, Abby. Just see if you can, because.
Bye-bye!
Yeah. And this isn't going to translate well for you guys, but it just looks really good. There's no static.
The auto lighting and adjustment looks really good.
It's amazing.
I mean, you can see it flashing to adjust, but it does it pretty quickly.
That's really good.
He's so cute.
Tell you, I'm impressed. You have to, I think, go into this hobby knowing that even if you spend thousands of dollars, there is no such thing as a perfect drone. Nothing. You know, DJI stuff, you get the Mavic.
Now everybody wants to watch Popeye, at least I do. Okay.
You spend $1,000 on your Mavic, he wants that to fly so bad. I know, buddy. And you have issues. You still have limit. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, he's making it difficult.
Even on a Mavic, you have issues and limitations. With a Mavic, you've got to do your mandatory updates that are annoying and problematic. Sometimes you're at a location you want to fly and you have to have an update. Or maybe you just didn't check it for a couple weeks before you go somewhere to fly and you're pretty much grounded. There are other limitations that I don't even want to touch on with the DJI, but this is going to have downfalls too. I'd say the things that I don't like about it are the fact that it's brush geared motors. That's your biggest limitation, but you got to keep in mind you're spending $110 for a ready to fly unit that's the size of a Phantom, and it cruised around so well. Popeye loved it. He wants to get down and chase it. What I was most impressed with on this drone was the camera quality, the FPV signal quality, the monitor quality, and the battery life of the monitor. A lot of times I get these little guys and they barely make it the one flight on your drone. This still showed a full battery signal. Now I don't like that you can't change the channels there even with dip switches, but if you're just flying this drone with this setup, that's all you need. You could even adjust the camera angle up and down and it was nice and smooth and it looked great. And if you're flying forward really fast, you can adjust it higher than you even need to. We needed to get a shot of the sunset, so we adjusted the camera angle up. It just worked really well. The altitude hold was great. It felt good while flying. Yeah.
Is this a professional camera drone? No.
No.
Of course not.
No, it's a toy.
The camera is just not there. But if you're just looking for something to have fun with, then this is going to be perfect.
Hands down, 2 thumbs up for what it is. We can't compare it to things that are out of its class here. It's just awesome. I didn't expect to be telling you guys that at the end of this video. I was thinking 30 seconds into the video, I can tell you guys it's an easy pass. It's not, it's awesome. It's awesome. I really like that. It's linked in the description box below. If you have questions about it, ask. I should mention, if you have 5.8 gigahertz goggles, like race drone goggles, you can use those and auto scan or scan into what channel it's emitting on, so then you'll know what channel it's emitting on. So you could use your own goggles or other monitors with this drone as well, which is really cool. We found a 5.8 gigahertz FPV ready to fly drone that we can highly recommend. Popeye rants and raves about it, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
Bye! You said it backwards.
I did.